What's up, everybody?
Hello. Sorry we're a few minutes late.
It's nothing new. We always are. You know what? We're so close to 2,000. Did you know that?
Yep. Almost time for t-shirt time again.
Yeah. Maybe we can get there in this live stream.
Maybe.
What's up, though, everybody? I hope you guys are all doing well. We are doing well. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there. But yeah, today we had a pretty chill day. Lounging around, doing some housework, went for a walk. What did everybody else do today? Hey, everybody.
Thank you. Sarasota Experience, thank you. Everybody.
The audio's delayed. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's not that way for everybody. Let us know. Is anybody else having any trouble with the audio being delayed? We could always restart it. And you're doing okay. Sarasota was at Siesta Key today.
Ooh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Today you did your, Sarasota did the
Drone?
drone,
Cool.
which was very cool.
It snowed in Massachusetts, says Lisa.
Oh, man.
Not delayed. Everybody else says it's good. So hopefully maybe you can just restart your stream, whoever that was. Nice seeing all of you again, too. Everybody else says audio is good.
Happy Mother's Day.
Kristen said it snowed there, too.
Yeah, I know. Happy
Oh my
Mother's Day,
gosh.
everybody out there. Thank you so much. We hope you guys all have an amazing Mother's Day. I know this Mother's Day is it's going to be a little different.
It's going to be way different.
Yeah.
People aren't going to be able to go see their mom, lots of people.
Yep.
So,
I won't be with my mom or my grandma.
hey, congratulations, AC. Says he sold his house and moving to Florida in 3 weeks.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Man, so many comments today. This
It was
is awesome.
cold. It was cold here too this evening
Yeah, it got down in the 60s.
on our night walk. It was pretty chilly.
Yeah. Stephanie's moving to Florida next week.
All
Congrats.
right. Congrats, Stephanie.
What? Nicole says, did you see they're closing the Naples beach at midnight tonight?
I didn't know that.
Because of...
Is it because there are a lot of people going? Because
that aren't following the rules and stuff,
I've
or what?
seen that those beaches are like
Because
crazy packed.
we went to the beach last week in Cape Canaveral,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone, for the most part, was following the social distancing stuff. I mean, little kids and stuff were coming up to us and things like that. Not up to us,
Which was really hard for me because when we go to the beach, our kids are super social. So we always have the biggest bin of sand toys, and we always welcome the kids. Always meet friends at the beach, and we always welcome anybody and all the kids to come play with our toys. And it was super hard for me to be like, I'm sorry, not right now. Like, it was like super hard for me to do that, but it's just what has to be done right now.
Right.
But it is interesting to see how many parents aren't enforcing that with their children.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but as for the most part, the adults and everybody were staying 6
Yes.
feet apart. The groups were staying apart and everything.
It
like
was
that.
hard though.
So,
I felt bad because where everybody was kind of, what's the word? Gathering was in, like at nighttime. Sarasota probably knows what I'm talking about, but like the walkers come out
Oh yeah.
to walk and their paths, like right by the water.
Yeah.
So I like really felt bad because everybody was kind of really gathering and having their stuff in that spot. So the walkers, it kind of got to a point where we're like, we've got to go because you almost felt like you couldn't keep your 6 feet. So
Man, that stinks that Naples is closing.
yeah,
I mean,
but
not
I saw with some posts and stuff that there was a lot of people, and I don't think they all were following the rules.
Dad of 2 says he's coming down in July. Hello from Kentucky.
Awesome. July, my birthday month.
Yeah.
Miles too.
Miss Bird, have you ever gotten word of when school starts? It's not till next year.
Yep.
Ours is closed for
Which
the
my
remainder of the
kids,
school year.
they tried to fool me. They tried to tell me
They
school
did.
is done next week. So I'm thinking, no, I don't think so,
Alright.
because we go till the end of the month. And they're like, no, our teacher told us, like, this is it. Like, this is our homework. That's it. Like, we're done. So I did a little
right.
email, and they're like, no, we go till the end of the month. So May 28th is our last official day of school for this year, and no set time to restart for next year.
Karen says, hi from Wisconsin.
Hello.
At this point, are you looking to move to Gulfside or Oceanside, and why? Happy Mother's Day to Lindsay.
Oh, thank you, Karen.
We, again, haven't even made up our mind if we're going to move anywhere. We'd like to move closer to the water. That's why we're doing some of the research we're doing. But if we were to move closer to the water, we haven't necessarily made up our minds as far as Gulfside or Atlantic side. For my work, though, it would probably have to be the Atlantic side, because any place on the Gulf that's a beach town is going to be too far of a drive for me to go to work. So
Yeah.
that kind of narrows it down right there. We would probably end up having to go Atlantic side.
Which isn't my dream side.
No.
But
Lisa says her dream is to move to New Smyrna Beach. Went there twice
Ooh,
to
Shark
look at home,
Beach.
but still scared to make the move. You know, that would be one of the places we could possibly move that's within driving range
He
to
just had pants
my
on.
work.
I will be
Sully's
right
coming
back.
with no pants.
no pants, man. Come in.
Just his underoos. Who else we got here? Robert coming down in July, August, looking for houses. That's awesome. Hello, Dan and Desiree in Connecticut. Good websites to find homes and apartments for rent. Now, when we were looking for a home for rent, we used Realtor.com. We also used Trulia and Zillow are the ones I really kept my eye on. But lately, being in these Facebook groups we're in, I've been seeing a lot of people that have been recommending hotpads.com. So there's 4 different websites right there you can definitely look at. I'd stay away from Craigslist and things like that. There's so many scams and everything going on in there, so just keep that in mind. Move to Sarasota. Yeah, that Sarasota's a good area. New Smyrna Beach is the best, says Lisa and Mandy. Yes, New Smyrna Beach is very nice, and I love it because you can drive right on the beach and unpack your car, and it's just so convenient, especially if you got kids. Carmen, congratulations, moving in June. Dad Vader is enjoying the 50-degree weather in Illinois. Happy Mother's Day, drinking a Lapu Lapu. What's that? Is that a beer that I haven't tried yet? What's a Lapu Lapu? Let me know. Yeah, I saw that there's like snow warnings out in Wisconsin today too. Lots of people are saying snow here, so yuck. Hi, Ann. Larry. All people moving to Florida are Republicans. Oh boy, we're not going to get into politics on this. I don't know, something about hoping people are, I don't know, red and blue and yellow. I don't know what all the colors mean. I stay out of that. Albert, we now live in Palm Coast. We love it. Great place to be. I like Palm Coast too. I've driven through there. Had a couple jobs I had to stop at for work there. And it is a really nice area. I think that'd be a nice place to move. It's just a little bit too far north for me as far as my work. Daniel, Desiree. Yeah, I said Desiree. Did I say it wrong? Hi, Clara from Alaska. Amanda says, recommendations for meeting other younger couples and families. You know, we haven't had the best of luck with that yet either, but we were starting to when we were in sports. We had a lot of luck meeting families and good people in the sports systems we were in, and I think that's good. Church is good too. Anything like that. You know, I feel like we've said it before with the schools too, but schools, kids don't make friends, at least the schools our kids have been in. They don't make lots of their close friends in school like we're so used to in Wisconsin. It's mostly extracurricular activities, things like that, you know. Well, yeah, they have made friends in school. It's not that they haven't. It's just I feel like it's easier for them to make friends in the sports and stuff they're in because they have a common bond with people right away. Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you, Diana.
Oh, thank you.
All right, where are we at? Oh, somebody asked for, oh, that's what I just answered. Our family videos, have you convinced your family to move down yet? No, not yet. Not yet. Although, a few years from now, I think your mom might be a candidate.
I don't know. I think she'd still be like a snowbird type sitch. You know, where she'd live in Wisconsin during the summer and then come here, you know? I don't know if she would officially pull the trigger. My dad, however, I think my dad
Yeah, your dad would too.
I think my
he likes
dad
to
would.
golf.
Yeah.
Dad of two says frost on the pumpkin in Kentucky today.
Ooh. I couldn't even imagine. Like, we put that post out there a couple of days ago. I'm not joking, real tears coming off the kid's face because they were so cold.
Because it was in the 60s.
And no, it was in the 70s.
Yeah. By the time I screenshot, it was 69. But yeah, you checked it was 70 when I said they were cold.
I don't know what we would do.
Yeah.
In a Wisconsin winter anymore. I don't think
In a Wisconsin May. It's snowing there now.
I don't think our bones could handle it anymore.
Nicole says coming down in July for vacation on the Gulf side. Figure the areas we want to move to. Hopefully moving in the next 12 to 24 months. Love Florida. Happy Mother's Day, Lindsay.
Oh, thank you so much, Nicole.
That is great that you have that long, Nicole, 12 to 24 months, because you have all sorts of time to get everything figured out. Make this move as smooth as possible.
Yep.
Jeff and Chrissy say hello, everyone. Hello to you guys.
Hello.
Let's see here. Would you recommend Winter Garden or Claremont? Both.
Both.
I would recommend both. They're both very nice areas, Eric. Lisa and Mandy hate public schools. Well, some of them are good, some of them are bad.
Yeah.
Not all private schools are good either, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Come here. Are you just eating the frosting?
Albert says, how's the virtual learning going? It's not. I mean, it is, but it's so frustrating.
Yeah, but we got lucky with, our kids have really good teachers.
They do have good teachers, but we're getting, it's overwhelming to try to do all this for all the different kids and yet keep a full-time job, do this stuff, do everything else we want to do. It's just another thing added on top of it, Will family, did you take a trip to Florida prior to moving to check out rental properties and then sign a lease while you were there, or did you do everything from afar? I made a trip down here by myself to look at places. I took a long weekend and came down here and kind of mixed it in. I already flew down here once for my interview for my job, got offered the job, and then they flew me back down to pretty much meet everybody at the place I'm working at, go over some things, do a house hunting, all that stuff. So yes, we did. Okay, I gotta catch up a little bit here. Hey, Pistol, that is cool. Amanda says, sadly, we don't have children yet. Too much adult friends. Yeah, if you don't have kids, I think you're gonna have no issue meeting people. Go out. There's so many places to go out and clubs and all that stuff. I don't know if you're into that, but otherwise, there's always church and things like that too.
Oh gosh.
27 degrees out you're looking at? Yuck.
That's cold.
Happy Mother's Day from Ann. Hi,
Thank
Sophie.
you. Hi, Sophie.
Ever miss winter, says Daniel, like around Christmas?
No.
Like snow around Christmas. I did a little bit.
I missed the first snowfall because the kids would get so excited. And I miss like sledding and,
I miss
and making a snowman and all that.
I miss looking out the window and seeing the snow on Christmas.
Yeah, like this,
I also miss seeing how pretty the Christmas lights are with the snow.
Yeah.
But putting them up with numb fingers is no fun either.
Yeah, I don't really miss it as much as I thought I would. Now maybe next year, I don't know. Maybe it'll sink in a little bit more. I don't know.
Katie says, I'm moving to Florida in a few months with my grandma. Would you say it's difficult making friends down there as an adult? I'm 21 and nervous about making friends.
No, you're 21.
I don't think so. Yeah,
no.
You're not.
And even us in our 30s, like, it's not hard to make friends here. You just have to, you go through so much when you first get here, that you just have to open yourself to it and you have to get out there. And I think if we would have did that right away, we would have had no problem. It's just that we went through so many other emotions that it was harder for us at first.
Yeah.
But it's really, really not that hard to meet good people here and meet friends.
Man, we're so far behind here. Sorry guys if I missed some comments. It's really hard for us to get every single one here. Lapu Lapu, I was asking about this. Dad Vader says it's a Polynesian resort drink.
Sorry guys, we got Sully running around.
Man,
here.
that sounds good, but it also sounds like a lot of work.
What are you doing, buddy?
When you come down, you have to make me one, Dad Vader.
Why didn't you wash your hands upstairs?
So I know it's not happening now, says Clara. Have you looked at cruises being a Florida resident? Have you get some good deals, last minute sales? Have you thought about a family trip? We have not. I've been in cruises in the past with my family when I was growing up. I've probably been on about 5. I think, Lindsay, you probably do not want to go on a cruise, especially after all this. Not just because of the pandemic and germs and all that and what you see in cruise ships all the time, but she gets a little bit of motion sickness, and so does Brody a lot too. So we're worried about that. We've even been worried about going out on fishing boats and things like that. So I think a whole week on a cruise ship might not be the best thing for people in our family.
What? Get over here.
Sully's, I can see him in the back.
Sullivan.
Mikey says Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Mikey. Get over here, you sticker.
Our family vlogs or videos. How many trips did you make to find a home? I just made 1. I had my interview and then 1 trip down to find a home, and that was it. What do we think of Kissimmee? Or Kissimmee, sorry. Like lots of towns, it has good areas and has bad areas. I believe overall it's pretty good. It's very touristy. Kissimmee also has, like Davenport and Claremont, a lot of short-term vacation rentals. So you just got to watch that if you're going to be in a neighborhood. There might be some homes that, or some neighborhoods that you'll have permanent neighbors, and lots of neighborhoods you might have different neighbors every week. So just keep that in mind. But Kissimmee is a good area. It's really touristy. Also has some bad areas. So just make sure you do your research and learn the town before you sign a lease or buy a place. Amanda, thoughts on Vieira, Florida for younger families, couples? I'm sorry, I don't know that area, Amanda. Where is it around? Let us know.
I've heard of there.
Have you?
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
I don't know where it is. I just heard of it.
Okay, Lindsay's heard of it, but we don't know much about it right now. Mike says, how did you find your job? I'll be graduating from college in December with a degree in engineering tech, focused on construction, and I don't know where to begin looking. All right, Mike. So I did a lot of searching on Indeed and websites like that. With a little bit of luck, I had a couple calls back for interviews and things, but where I had my best luck was literally reaching out to contacts that I'd go around the internet and find businesses that I think would really benefit from my skill set. And I would find a contact info for somebody high up in the company, a president, owner, something like that, and pretty much send an email selling myself, saying what I could do for their company. And that seemed to be the best approach I had. So think outside the box, do what other candidates aren't doing, and you'll probably have better success. Mike Gulbranson says, hey, Floor with 5. Having some Jaya Lai and missing the sounds of the birds. I know, weird, right? Keep up the videos. That has been my favorite beer since we moved here. If you could tell, I got pretty excited because that is a dang good beer. Carly, me and my husband are 28 and 32. We have a 9-year-old, 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. Hoping to move down by July 1st. We'll be looking for friends, Mineola area. Well, Carly, you're close to us, so we'll be your friends, right, Lindsay?
Yes.
And they got kids that are close to our kids. 9, 5, and 3. Look at
There you
that.
go.
Play date. Make sure you get a house with a pool so we can come over. Just
Oh
kidding.
gosh.
Anne says, do you guys doing the drive to show the areas people might want to see? Yes, we are going to do that.
Yes,
We, last weekend, failed.
we failed at it.
We failed. We were supposed to go to Titusville, and we got a late start. We spent too much time at the beach.
Yes.
And then the kids started getting cranky. And
Yeah.
we just wanted to make sure our first priority that day, unfortunately, was us going to the beach because we
Yeah.
hadn't been there in so long and having fun. And the video we were going to make kind of took a back seat, and we apologize for that, but it is something we still plan on doing.
Yes, absolutely.
How many towns did you visit before making a decision? Well, lucky boom shot. We had been vacationing in this same area for the past 5-6 years and had pretty much visited every town or stayed in every town around Orlando. We'd stayed in Davenport, Claremont, Orlando. We stayed in a bunch of different towns around here in Airbnbs or whatever. So
Lucy, come here.
we had a good idea of the areas we wanted to be in. So it wasn't that we had to visit a bunch of towns to make a decision. We just knew we had to be within driving distance from my work, and we knew the areas we would accept being in and the areas we wouldn't. So that was really all there was to it. Right, Lucy?
She's Elsa when
Oh,
she's
sorry.
wearing her dress.
Don't freeze our screen, okay?
Okay.
Can you say hi, Florida with 5 family?
Hi for the 5 family.
That's good. Oh man, we are so far behind here. Albert's got 4 kids, 4, 8, 9, 15. That is awesome. Lots of kids, lots of fun, right? How are the crappie in Florida? Do you have crappie in Florida? Assume you're talking about fish. Yes, we do. And here they call them specks. They're not called crappies, they call them specks. Same fish, different name. Just a southern term. Just like bluegills are brim or whatever, and there's a whole bunch of different names for the same fish. Eric, hey guys, here in Pennsylvania. The ground froze overnight. When I woke up this morning, the $200 worth of flowers I planted are all dead. Oh man. You know the rule, Eric. You're supposed to wait till after Mother's Day, I believe, right? To plant flowers up
my
there.
mom always did it on Mother's Day.
Did she? Mm-hmm. Well.
Or Mother's Day weekend.
All right, that stinks though. I'm sure that happened to a lot of people. Did the property manager ask you to pay 2 or 3 months on the rent? We had to pay just one. Oh, we paid the security deposit, first month's rent, and last month's rent. Mm-hmm. So literally like 3 times the rent we had to pay down. What do you feel about Disney Springs opening up? I think it's good. I think it's good to get some stores open back up. And Disney Springs is actually requiring everybody to wear a mask. So they're opening up, and they're opening up in the right way, you know? So
We're a split house a little bit.
oh no, we're not. I think not. I know everything can't stay closed.
No, and I know that too. Like 100% things have to get open back up. I just hope we're doing it slow enough. You know what I mean? I think it's hard too because you hear how we're gonna do it, and we hear how the governor explains how slow, you know, step 1 was supposed to be very easy, but then when you go out and you drive around and you go to places and you see how crowded things are, I don't know.
So then Amanda said that the Vieira she's talking about was by Melbourne, which I've heard good things about Melbourne.
Yeah, I've heard
So
really
if
good
it's
things
that
about
area,
Melbourne.
I've heard very good things about it. Marcus says I normally get weird reactions when you tell people you know that you're moving to Florida. Yes, very weird. Mm-hmm. We always got tons of reactions.
Oh, thank you. Who was that?
What? We get
Who was it?
Dad Vader.
Vader.
You're awesome, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Um,
Such a sweet guy.
with an awesome name.
I know.
Hi, Carrie. Robert says he'd love to be our friends, maybe neighbors.
Oh, let's do it, Robert.
Well, tell you what. If you're looking for new construction, our area is it. It is
Yes.
popping right now. There's new
I don't know
neighborhoods
if you
going
guys
up.
saw, like, if you don't follow us on Facebook.
You should.
You should. We just posted, I've been posting a bunch of new areas in our community, and then they're just beautiful. There's so many houses and neighborhoods going up in our community. It's crazy.
Let's see here.
What are you? Thumbs up.
How was the beach? Was it busy? Yes, it was busy, but it was good.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. What you have to admit, like not a lot of people are following. Like when we were driving up and down the coast.
Yeah.
That's
People are following.
Hundreds
Yeah,
of cars.
Yeah,
Hundreds of cars.
you're right. You're right about that. Happy Mother's Day, Lindsay, says Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Katie says, have you been to Siesta Key,
I want
Sarasota?
to.
And did you like it? That's the area I'll be moving to. No, we have not, but we
We are
do
going-
have
I-
an expert in the room, Sarasota Experience.
Yes.
You guys can check him out. He's on YouTube and Facebook. So
I
check
will
him
tell
out.
you that Sarasota or Siesta Keys, those will be the first places we go and sleep over.
Oh, yeah?
When this is all done. Like, I want to go there
We
so
need to do
bad.
that, yes.
Like, so bad.
Thumbs up.
Amanda says, love the Elsa dress, Lucy.
Pretty.
And then Danielle says, her daughter Aubrey says, it's Lucy, and her daughter is in her Elsa jammies.
Oh.
You guys got to hang out,
You guys got to hang out.
I
right?
don't know her.
You
Well,
will.
You will. You get to know her. Yeah, she's usually, if you call her Lucy when she's wearing her dress, she's like, I am not Lucy. I am Elsa.
Lucky Boom Shot says, as far as the school system, how complicated is it and how hard was it to decide? It's not complicated.
It's not complicated.
It's just, it's the normal down here. So there's not just public schools or private schools, there's public, private, charter, magnet, all that stuff, so it's just something to navigate through. And once you really dive into it, it's super easy to figure out. And it's really easy to go in all these groups we tell you guys about to get feedback from other parents and things like that so that you know what schools are good, what to expect, what, everything, just the ins and outs of the school. It's really not that hard. Diana says, we lucked out in Clearwater property, only had to pay deposit and first month's rent due by June 1st. That's awesome.
Awesome.
What the heck?
Someone said Lindsay should
Oh
start.
yeah, Lindsay should start sewing Disney masks.
Oh, I should. I wish I could. I used to sew with my grandmother. I need to
You
get
could
back
rake
at
in
that.
the dough, she says.
Make cookies, Mama.
Anne says we have to wear masks to work 10 hours a day. Can't imagine in the heat. Yeah, it's lots of job sites I go on require them. We require them at work, but that's in a building. But I've had to wear them out on the job site. It does get hot. Goosey, just watched your moving day video. Got our juices flowing. We're so ready. That was a very shaky video.
My gosh.
That was Brody doing a lot of the camera
That was
work.
our first time, yeah.
And Brody doing the editing. That was our 10-year-old at the time. He's now
Yeah.
12. But he was 10 at the time. And no, he just turned 11.
And I didn't even know how to say Florida with I would
Yeah.
say family Florida. How
Florida,
did
I don't know what she said,
Yeah.
but that was our very first video. And I hope you guys think we've come a long way since
Oh my
then.
gosh, I hope so.
Miss Bird says, I'm coming down there to take my realtor class and test.
Bird.
I'm loving you talking up the new construction. Yeah, there's so much of it.
There's so much.
Joe Ryder, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
How did this relocation to Florida grow your marriage and family? I'm figuring you guys had to depend on each other a bunch more.
Yeah. It literally like
It did both.
Yeah.
It grew us and took us apart at each other's heads at some point.
Yeah.
But in the end, go ahead.
It really put our faith, our
Trust.
our
Are
just
you using her hands to talk?
yeah, we really put ourselves to the test because it was really we had to rely on each other. We were all each other had. So it did a lot. I mean, it did a number, but then it did a lot, and I feel like we're stronger than ever. So yeah, you just, do you want to add to that?
No, I was sorry.
I don't know, I
I think
mean-
you summed it up well. It's a lot. You're right. It is a lot of depending on each other, a lot of trusting in one another, and that's all there is to it. And there's going to be times when
Yeah.
you disagree on something, and
Yeah.
it seems a whole lot bigger of a deal at the time than it probably is because you have nowhere else to go.
Right.
No one else. I mean, you can call somebody, but I mean, it's not like.
I could run down the street to my mom's.
Yeah. Right.
It was it was good for Eric and I to fly in our, like really expand our wings and fly, and it made it stronger. It made us stronger, not only as a family, but as individuals, I would say. So.
All right, so Danielle says you're very informative. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Diana says we're a family of 8 moving to Clearwater from cold Maryland. What's your opinion on CDL transportation jobs in Florida? I don't know much about it. I'm sorry.
I
really
don't
don't.
either.
I really don't.
All I know is that my brother-in-law is a truck driver.
Yeah.
And he can get loads here.
But it's hard to get them out.
But it's hard to get them out.
There's
That's
not
all I know.
Not a whole lot of exporting going on in Florida, but I'll tell you what there is a lot of. There's a lot of, like we said, construction. So there's dump trucks and things
Yes.
like that all over the place.
All
so
over.
That might be something to look into. Where are we at here? Happy Mother's Day from Fallon.
Thank you, Fallon.
Hey guys, thanks for all the info you share with everyone. How long do you plan on renting, says Goosey. Probably just till our lease is up.
Yeah.
Another 10 months.
Yes.
We have a question for Lucy. It says, Whitley says, hi Lucy.
Say hi.
Hi.
What is your favorite part of living in Florida?
What is your favorite part of living in Florida?
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld? SeaWorld?
Is that what
Yeah.
she said? She likes SeaWorld.
You like the beach too. You're a beach bum.
What was the group you joined to learn the Florida snakes? It's like Florida snake identification, right?
Yes. Which, by the way, I just did my first successful ID all by myself of a snake.
Yes. Like someone asking what it was and Lindsay answered the
Like
call.
I knew.
Answered the call.
Well, actually, somebody had identified it.
Ooh, you corrected somebody.
And like I got like really like upset about it because I didn't want them to kill. I didn't want them to be misinformed
Yeah,
or
right, and then-
uneducated
right.
and,
And
then
you
kill
shouldn't-
the snake because
shouldn't-
it was a harmless
Well, right,
snake.
but our thoughts are you shouldn't kill any snake, whether it's venomous or not.
No, but people
But-
do when they're
right.
scared and
So-
they think it's something.
Anyway, the name of the group is like Florida Snake Identification Group.
And it's awesome. You will learn so quickly.
You'll learn so quickly, and it's great because if you're just moving to Florida and have no idea of what anything is, you can literally, if you find it, run across a snake, snap a picture of it, send it in
Within
there.
seconds.
Within a minute, you're gonna have people answering it.
Yes.
So
And they are super informative and they're super nice and they're there for beginners and it's awesome. And I've learned so much. And I was somebody who was terrified of snakes.
oh,
and
look at that. Brian, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
You guys.
I was definitely someone that was like, get all the snakes out of here. And now, like, because of that group, I'm educated and now I have such a like respect for them. So it's an awesome group.
Ann says, love that video. I think talking about our first video.
Oh, okay.
And Dad lost a lot of weight. What? Was I big?
I don't know.
I don't think I've lost that much weight. I guess maybe I have. Maybe a little bit.
I don't know.
I'm probably just like
I mean-
more well shaped now. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Mom, you lost weight.
Oh, thank you, Lucy.
Eric says I've been having a lot of luck online finding houses with pools for sale in Ormond Beach. How crucial is it to have the screen enclosures? I think it depends on where you are. Like here, if we were here in our neighborhood now, I don't think a screen enclosure would be as important as it would be if you're like in a more rural area where
I don't
they don't
know.
do the spraying and stuff. Although, what I actually thought about this the other day.
I think they're important.
If you didn't have a screen enclosure, think about love bug season.
Love bugs.
Oh my gosh, they'd be all your
I mean,
filter would be clogged.
obviously, you have to have one, right, for a pool. You have to have
You don't
one.
have. I mean, the
Oh.
neighborhoods we're in, you have to. Yes,
If you have a pool, you have to have a screen enclosure.
I would say so. I mean,
You
there
would
are
have to.
there are. I've seen plenty of homes that don't though, like on rentals and stuff. That when we were looking,
That would
and
be miserable
I think it would.
to
I
clean
would.
out all that,
I
like
would-
all the lizards
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
it's not just all the animals and bugs. It's all the stuff falling from the trees.
Gators.
That too, yeah. So I would say it's pretty important. I would want
Yeah,
one with an enclosure.
I would want one.
Lucky Boom Shots is our family looking to move to the Burbs, Orlando. Really starting to like Winter Garden. Winter Garden's a great area.
It's an awesome area.
Before the pandemic, how often do you guys go to the parks, and is it worth it for the annual pass? We have not went to Disney since we moved here, and we've been here 15 months.
However, we definitely hit up SeaWorld.
We would go to SeaWorld or Aquatica
Busch
or Busch Gardens or
Gardens.
something. Probably, I'd say, what, every 3 weekends maybe?
Yeah.
For a year we did
Yeah,
that.
but we even talked about how I think it was. I'm not sure if we should have gotten the passes within a few months of moving here. I think we would have used our passes more if we would have let ourselves get more settled.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then
definitely.
got the passes. I think we would have saw us really get our money's worth.
I think so. I think you're right. Mm-hmm. And we definitely recommend the SeaWorld pass because it's
I
a
love it.
great value too. It really is.
You get 4 parks.
For like a sixth of the price of Disney.
Yeah.
So,
4 parts.
4 parks.
Dad Vader, have you actually seen a lot of snakes?
Yes.
We literally, we go on a walk every night. We probably see a snake every other night.
Yeah.
Some nights we see multiple snakes.
Yep.
If you're not yet, follow us on Instagram because when we find something cool, we always
Last
post
night
pictures of it.
in the pond that I usually keep a pretty good eye on by our house. I really thought that I was only keeping an eye on 2 gators. We saw 6
Yeah, there's a lot.
in that
There's
one
a lot
pond.
of gators in there.
So yeah.
But yes, we see snakes all the time. And like I said, follow us on Instagram. The link is down in the description of this video. We post cool pictures of all the cool stuff we find. And I want to plug us right now too. If you're not subscribed to us, subscribe right now. We're really close to 2,000. Once we get to 2,000,
Let her say it. What time is it? T-shirt time. Say it.
What?
T-shirt time.
T-shirt time.
once we get to 2,000, it's t-shirt time. We're giving away a t-shirt. Maybe we'll do something a little extra special since it's 2,000. We'll see. But help get us there, guys. We're so close. Where are we at here? Whoa. Carrie. Oh, wait. Brian said, I've been down here 6 weeks and just love it. Even during the pandemic, I should have done this years ago. Yes, we felt the same way.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the advice and suggestions on your channel. You're very welcome,
Very
Brian,
welcome.
and thank you so much. Carrie, how is the insurance down there? My hubby's probably going to transfer from Waste Connections, but we are in Canada and he's nervous about healthcare costs. You know
It
what?
depends on what you have of your expectations.
And I think it depends on your employer as well. Like, I came from a company which was union, and we had really good insurance.
Amazing insurance.
And now, and
Okay,
not to
so-
mention, I came from a union shop where my insurance was paid for by my employer on top of my wage. Here in Florida, at a non-union shop, I have my
Let me take
salary
yours
because
first.
I'm salary now, but my health care I have to pay for myself out of my salary, and it's not as good a health care as what we had in Wisconsin. So it's all going to depend on pretty much what field you're in and the employer and what healthcare coverages
say
they
goodnight?
offer. You know, it's not necessarily a Florida thing.
Let her say goodnight.
Good night.
Say goodnight, Flirty with 5.
Good night, Bro with 5.
All right, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
Albert, are you an Xbox online gamer? I am not. My son Brody is though, however. So is Miles. Mike says, Florida 5, thank you so much for answering my questions. You guys are the best. Looking forward to your next live chat and video. Bedtime for me. Well, good night to you, Mike. Thank you for hanging out with us. We do this every weekend. I'm not sure if we're going to fit in a Facebook Live this weekend yet or not, but we will definitely be back on YouTube next weekend. So, yeah, we try to do this every single weekend. Baby Wearing Unicorn. That's a cool name. We've been planning a Florida trip this summer to nail down what area to move to, but now I don't know if we even get there due to all the COVID. How much do you guys visit before you moved? We had been on vacation down here 5 or 6 years prior to moving here, so we knew the area very well. What is love bug season? Oh boy. Love bug season starts right around Mother's Day every year, so it's really just kicking into gear right now. And they're these little black bugs, and they're called love bugs because they mate with another and they kind of lock together. And they are all over the place. If you drive down the highway, your whole front bumper is going to be all black. They get all over everything. The wind, they die. The wind catches them. They pile up in the corner, and they're just a mess. They're literally all over the place. If you live anywhere near the Great Lakes or something, and you know what the mayfly hatch is, it's kind of like that, but for like 3 weeks straight. Any places devoid of sinkholes, insurance high? I don't know about that. You know, we've been talking about stuff like that because we've been thinking about video ideas and whatnot, and sinkholes came up, but we don't know a whole lot about them yet, so we got to look into it more. I'm sorry I can't answer that right now. Let's see. Should someone move during the pandemic? What are your thoughts? If you have a job offer, Elizabeth, I think more power to you. If you are moving without a job, you better make sure you have probably at least 6 months of moving expenses saved up. Scratching with Holly, we moved to Hudson Valley area of New York to Winter Garden 6 months ago and absolutely love it. Winter Garden is a great area. We said that
Yes.
time and time again. Pistol, do your children play organized sports in your area? If so, thoughts? Yes, they do, and
We love
they're
it.
fantastic.
Yep.
The organized sports that we found originally were not fantastic.
No.
Now that we kind of know the lay of the land and have done our research and talked to other parents and everything, we are more than satisfied with the sports that our children are in.
I love.
And that's the thing with Florida. Like in Wisconsin, where we lived, you played Little League for the city, and that's your option. You know, there's not other options unless you go to another city. Here in Florida, there's so many different.
So many options.
And baseball, there could be 3 different leagues of Little League that you can play in. So there's different teams for each one of them. Same with football. There's different Pop Warner League and another tackle football league. So it's you got to do your research on that as well. Goosey, at the end of your lease, are you going to buy a resale or do new construction? We're torn on whether to buy or rent when we first get there. You know, we've kind of tossed this around, and I think we're going to end up buying a house that's been built previously.
Yeah.
Just because we want one with a pool, and usually the new
we-
construction you find does not include the pool in the price they're advertised in, and it's going to cost you $50,000 to put a pool in, and your house is only going to be worth about $30,000 to $35,000 more.
You kind of end up
In the
upside
hole,
down
right away.
Right away.
Yep.
Is at least our experience when we actually really considered, like we were getting the ball rolling on building when we first got here, and it ended up being a nightmare. So.
Mike says, love you guys. Let's do it again next week.
Aww.
Let's. Never Fresh, looking at working in hospitality when I come down in September. Now it's looking like it might be a time to switch up careers. I think by September, all the hotels, everything's going to be back up. I really do. Ann says, manufactured jobs in Florida. You know, lots of the manufacturing I've seen is around the Cape Canaveral area because they do lots of stuff for all the aerospace, NASA, all that kind of stuff. So that's an area to look at for that. Oh, Lord, the love bugs, yes. Mm-hmm. Are there a lot of bigger hospitals in Orlando area? I'm a nurse practitioner looking for job opportunities. Tons of them. Orlando Health is big. Advent Health. There's lots of large hospitals in the Orlando area, definitely. Yes, Amanda, the love bugs are like mayflies, for sure. Heather says, loving your channel. We are planning to make the move in 1 to 2 years. Can't wait. Thank you very much.
BTW.
Oh, by the way, love you guys. Oh, thanks. Oh,
thank
she has something up there. I'm sorry, I missed it. Hi guys, is Leesburg a good town? I'm looking to move from the Bronx to Florida in July. Your grandparents used to live in Leesburg.
Yeah, they really
I
liked
believe
it.
that's in the Villages. Isn't it part of the Villages or not?
I don't know.
Because I know the town they were in was, or the area they were in was a 55 plus community. Obviously, the whole town probably isn't, but I think that's a big area for retirees. So if maybe you are a retiree, so that might be the best for you. But
I don't know. I know they really liked Leesburg.
yes.
So.
All right, Amanda. Oh, they're talking to each other. Ann says, I like how you answer people's questions. A lot of YouTubers don't answer everybody's questions. You guys make sure. We try to do our best.
We try.
And, you know, the longer we're doing this, we're seeing the more people are joining. And when we first started doing this, we'd have 10 to 20 people.
Yeah.
So it was really easy to have a really intimate conversation. Now tonight, I think we've been up over 80 a few times. Mm-hmm. So sometimes the comments get away from us, and we really do want to try to answer everybody's questions. We try to do our best, but it's...
So if for some reason we miss,
just ask it again.
Ask it again, or always feel free to email or
message.
whatever.
Join our group. Ask the questions in our Facebook group too,
Yep.
because people will help answer each other's questions there as well.
Because if we miss it, we will definitely
Guys,
just
lots of the-
message us. Like
Lots
we
of
will
the-
get to you.
Lots of the people, even in this chat, I know some, are all planning to move to Florida. So lots of the time, people make the move to Florida, and then they're here, so they can answer questions for each other too. So we're trying to build a community for all that. So like I said, check out our Facebook group. I think the link's down in the description. Otherwise, just search us on Facebook. You'll find it. Let's see here. Top of club for soccer, definitely have a lot of research to it. Any idea where to start for the sports research? Facebook groups, right?
Yeah.
Although we've had that bad football league that Brody joined at first. People recommended that on a Facebook group. So that's where you're going to get your info. Sometimes people might recommend stuff that's not right for you, but all you can do is give it a shot. And
You gotta just really get out there.
yeah, get out there and see if it's right for you. If it's not, try something new.
Right. I might have to go get Sully to bed.
Okay. Pina colada chick. We like pina coladas. How much money did it cost to move? How was it with the kids? I believe when we added it all up, our whole move, everything said and done, was, and that's including like the rent we paid and everything, was right around $13,000. It's going to be different for everybody depending on what they're doing, but if you look at our channel, we do have a video kind of breaking it down, so
Yep.
it might be worth checking out if you haven't seen that one.
And the kids did really well. Super well.
Yes, it's called like how much money does it cost to move to Florida, ironically. Joe says, appreciate all you share. Thanks for answering my questions. My hubby and 3 sons and I are moving to Tampa area May 27th and are already growing and learning and dependent on each other. That's how it goes.
Awesome.
Brian says, what has been your favorite restaurant, both for family and for just when you both want a nice dinner by yourselves?
Oh my gosh.
Dinner by ourselves? What are you talking about?
We have not been on a date night since...
Even when we had family here, we did not go out by ourselves.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
over 2 years, because even when we were back home...
Yeah, we need a babysitter.
Yeah. We don't... Yeah.
Asking about our favorite restaurants. I know what
I
yours
like
is.
Sloppy Joe's. Or Joe's. Was
I
it?
thought you liked Jimmy Hula's.
Oh, I do like Jimmy Hula's. I like Jimmy Hula's, but I also really liked that place we went with Brian and his
That's
family.
in Sloppy Joe's in St. Pete.
Oh, that was so good.
And Jimmy Hula's is kind of a chain restaurant. The one we went to that we really liked was in Clearwater Beach. but I know there's one in Orlando. I think there's one in Tampa too. Really good tacos.
Yeah.
And a cool atmosphere too. So I know someone in here said they're in Clearwater. So check that out. Jimmy Hula's. Ann says, you guys are doing good. Us too someday. Okay. Let's see. Are there any areas of concern for safety? I don't know if you're replying to, I know you and Amanda have been talking in the chat. I don't know what you mean there. So for safety where we are, absolutely not. There's no concerns for our safety.
I'm super comfortable here.
Right.
And I feel really safe.
Love your videos.
Thank you.
And that you did break down the cost of moving, very helpful. Thank you. Let's see here. How is hurricane season in Florida? Well, our first one wasn't too bad. We had the one scare with Dorian, but it ended up missing us. But now I think we're kind of broken into it,
Yeah.
so we know what to expect. Carrie says, how is the sushi in Florida? Well, I've had it a couple times, but I've had it at like chain restaurants. The times I've had it, it's been at Bento, because I was doing some work there, ironically. And I thought it was really good, but I haven't had any fresh sushi, so I couldn't really tell you. Yes, Diana, check out Jimmy Hula's.
It's so good.
What city are you guys in again? Late to the show, says Jay. We're in Davenport.
We
So,
caught up.
Yeah, we're caught up. I think
I don't
you guys.
want to duck out, but
Yeah, we're
we
probably
gotta
gonna end
get
up taking off
slowly.
pretty quick here. We next time we'll do one of our games again.
Do you guys like that?
Did
Should
you
we
guys
do a
like the game? I don't know if who was here last week. Did you like the game we did? Because we tried to make it a little bit fun.
Yeah, we tried to switch it up a little bit.
But we got kids tonight that we promised a movie night.
Yes,
to,
we
so.
promised. I feel so bad. They want to watch a movie and now it's getting super late.
So, Polly says, hoping to move down for the fall. Any thoughts on Haines City, Winter Haven area? I like it.
Yeah.
I like Haines City.
There are, again, parts of every place that you've got to...
Haines City has its areas too,
Yes.
but Haines City also has, when we looked
Good
at,
areas.
there was a community in Davenport where we were looking at buying, and the model home that we liked, they didn't have available
But they had
there,
in
so they
Haines
had it in
City.
Haines City, and we drove to another community in Haines City, which was a beautiful community to look at
Beautiful.
this model home. So there was a very nice community in Haines City that we
Yeah,
drove to,
so you
and
just got to do your research. There's always parts.
we play sports in Haines City too, and
Yep.
it's very nice, and they have nice stores and everything like that.
Yep.
So,
Game was great. Good.
Games were
Okay.
great.
We'll do
Okay.
a game night maybe Friday.
laugh my butt off. All right, so I think we
Oh,
gotta do
good,
it again.
good. We'll do it Friday. We'll plan for Friday.
Thanks, Jay, for subbing.
Oh, thank you.
Everyone says they like the games.
All right, Friday night.
All right.
Get your drinks ready.
Everybody says we're so helpful. Blah blah blah.
Aw,
Yeah,
thanks,
thank you guys.
guys.
We're gonna think of a new game for next week.
Yeah, we'll think of a new
That's
game.
your homework.
I'm on it.
Okay. But anyways,
Get your drinks ready and
get your drinks ready. Yeah. Okay. So
we hope you guys all have an amazing Mother's Day. We hope that everybody can, I don't know, be able to at least talk to their moms or
FaceTime,
have a good day with your
right?
children if you have them. Or yeah, we love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all your support. Always, always, always reach out to us. We try to get back to you as soon as we can. If not, join the Facebook group. We have an amazing community in there. And everybody in there is so willing to help each other as well.
Yay for games again.
Yay.
And
okay.
Goosey, no, we have not been to a Buccaneers game.
No.
No,
not
we
yet.
were planning on going this year because our Packers are coming down to play the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
But now with the whole Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski drama going on, I'm sure the tickets are going to go through the roof
Yeah,
now.
probably.
So we probably can't even afford it now. So.
Aw.
But anyways, thank you guys
Thank
so
you
much
guys
for
so
watching.
much. Have a really,
And we're-
really fun day tomorrow.
We're going to try to get a video out this week, right?
Yes, we have that good
We have a
one.
good
right?
one.
We have a good one coming.
Yeah. So anyways, we will see you all next time.
Next time. Bye, guys.